Niu Wendao was framed by a villain's instigation. He was set up beneath the north gate of Zhongyang City. He fought nearly 100 key refining cultivators all by himself. In fury, he awakened his tiger demon bloodline. Unexpectedly, he was hit by a sneak attack with a hidden arrow. At the critical moment, I summoned a top-grade magic sword. But the hidden arrow was too high-grade. The top-grade magic sword snapped in two. It barely managed to knock the hidden arrow off course. So I barely saved Niu Wendao. Seeing that Niu Wendao was unharmed, I left as well. Fellow Dawsley, you've returned. How did the great battle end? Both sides were badly hurt. Most of those disciples were injured. Niu Wendao also exhausted his ki and strength. In the end, he was wounded by the hidden arrow. So it was a battle with heavy losses on both sides. I can't believe they were able to hold off Niu Wendao. In his view, the 5 demon geniuses should sweep away all opponents. Not to mention being undefeated across the whole world, they should at least dominate Central City. Niu Wendao was still a bit too naive. Those people used formations and protective treasures to wear him down, and later launched a sneak attack with a hidden arrow. With such underhanded methods, aren't they afraid of Lingshu Grotto Heaven's retaliation? I shook my head, not saying much more. After sitting down to cultivate for a while, Liu Qing came back with Liu Shan. Liu Shan vividly described the battle at the city gate. In his words, Niu Wendao fought nearly 100 weapon-refining cultivators and had the upper hand. After awakening his bloodline, he seriously injured them. If it weren't for the sneak attack, Niu Wendao would have definitely defeated everyone. Even if the opponents had protective treasures. Liu Qing didn't say anything to correct it. Niu Wendao did have the advantage, but those people weren't so badly injured that they couldn't fight back. Whereas Niu Wendao was exhausted. If the fight had continued, Niu Wendao might have been used as a punching bag by those people. Of course, this doesn't deny Niu Wendao's strength. If the other side had no protective treasures, Niu Wendao would have defeated them long ago. On the other side, in a secret chamber, Niu Wendao swallowed some medicinal pills. He managed to stabilize his injuries. Looking at the broken sword beside him, have you found the one who shot the hidden arrow? Not yet. That person's swordsmanship is very refined. Able to pierce through your golden protective light with one strike.
He's at least in the mid-foundation establishment stage.
And based on the sword's examination, it's a mid-grade foundation establishment magic weapon. Elder brother Zhang Peng, do you know how many people from Lingshu Grotto Heaven have come to Zhongyang City? You suspect it was someone from within the sect?
It's possible.
I'll look into it. Thank you, senior brother Zhang Peng. I want to know exactly where they're staying. All right, I'll get you the information in 3 days. Okay. Chan Shang's presence. Ever since he started training with senior brother Ni Chong, we haven't met again. I didn't expect he'd be the one to help me. But since he's here, why hasn't he come to see me? The next day, Niu Wendao found out where I was staying. Niekyu and I are just regular disciples, and we didn't bother to hide our whereabouts. So it was easy to find us. He wanted to come directly, but remembered I didn't want attention, and that he himself was being watched as well, so he decided to wait. At nightfall, he left alone by burrowing underground. At Qingliu Courtyard, I was cultivating with Liu Qingyu in the yard. Liu Xian was already resting. Liu Qing frowned and walked out of the room. Which fellow Taoist is visiting so late at night? Junior Niu Wendao. Greetings to the seniors. I'm here looking for a friend, Niu Wendao. Liu Qingyu suddenly opened her eyes and looked at Niu Wendao with excitement. In the siblings' hearts, Niu Wendao is a genius among the ancient demons, with a distinguished status, and is very hard to meet. But now he has come to their home on his own accord. Liu Qing also recognized him. He was a little surprised and asked, I'm not sure which friend you're talking about. Niu Wendao looked towards me. Changshan, you've come to Central City. Why didn't you come to see me? So I could get beaten up with you? If he had come to find me, would he have dragged me into the fight earlier? What if that Foundation establishment swordsman targeted me? I don't even want to think about the consequences. Hey, last time was just an accident. Before that, I swept all before me. No one among the younger generation could beat me. I stayed silent. Just as Liu Qing wanted to say something, Liu Qing spoke up. Can you go back to your room? Let them have a good talk.
Yes.
Liu Qingyu was a bit reluctant, but still went back to her room. Let's talk somewhere else. Let's go to my place. Or to the smithy I rented. It's quieter there. After saying this, I left by burrowing into the ground. Niu Wendao quickly followed. He and I left Qingliu courtyard. Arriving at the smithy. How are your injuries? Thanks to your sword strike, I just suffered some minor wounds. A few days of rest, and I'll be fine. I really have to thank you this time. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have had time to react. Be more careful in the future. Changshan, don't look down on me just because I'm currently injured. But they won't get any advantage from it either. Once I'm healed, I'll get back at all of them. Are you planning to keep fighting like this? Against the three great families, and the city lord's mansion indefinitely? Sigh. I can't stand this. The three great families, whatever. But as for the city lord's mansion, I haven't killed any of their people. Why would they send assassins after me? Is your brain full of water or something? Haven't you ever mocked the city lord? Then why? Are there rumors that you refuse to ally with the city lord? Changchun? Is it really Changchun? You and Changchun have a lot of grudges, and it's gotten to the point where anything goes. I remember you told me that once you know someone else's secret, they'll do whatever it takes to get rid of you. So do you know Changchun's secret? What's his secret? He's just like me, maybe even inferior to me. The same as you, but still inferior. What do you mean? Changchun is a half-demon. He's the child of a human and a demon. I mentioned before, I sense demon aura from him. Is that so? Then how could the sect master accept a half-demon as a personally taught disciple? I can't figure it out either. Once I catch Changchun, I'll definitely ask him myself. I will beat him and become the senior brother. I think my master has a point. If Changchun, a half-demon, can be senior brother and qualified to inherit the sect master position, why can't an ancient demon like me? I'm even more powerful. You also said survival of the fittest is natural law. But the sect master is still in charge. And even as a half-demon, he's still half-human. The sect master doesn't have much life left. My master said, the sect master was severely injured bringing Changchun back and lost a lot of lifespan. He's been searching for longevity herbs but hasn't found them. He probably only has 20 or 30 years to live. I remembered that when I was at the library, Lu Changshu and them were searching for a longevity medicine. Turns out it was for the sect master. And demon cultivation techniques were also for Changchun. Half human, half demon. Human cultivation methods don't really suit him. He needs to modify them for his practice. No wonder. They've been collecting demon cultivation techniques. Now everything makes sense. But I can't help but worry about Niu Wendao. I think you're still too impatient. And your master only has 20 or 30 years left. Revenge is a dish best served cold. 10 years isn't too long to wait. Changshan, I used to agree with you, but now I can't accept that. I try never to sleep on my grudges. Young and impulsive, I silently watched Niu Wendao. This is exactly when Niu Wendao is at his most reckless and arrogant. Not just him, even Niu Wendao's father, whereabouts unknown, probably wouldn't be able to persuade me if he showed up. And I can't really help you either. I just happen to have a fragment of an ancient demon rune. Hope it helps you. I handed my index finger to Niu Wendao. I've already learned the rune completely, so keeping it is pointless. Niu Wendao took my finger, but was instantly shocked. This is the finger of an ancient demon, part of a pinky finger from a man-eating ancient demon. I'm not sure what it's good for either. Actually, it's quite useful. Once I thoroughly study these ancient demon runes, I'm sure I can awaken more bloodlines. It just remains to be seen whether I can master this man-eating rune. What are these ancient demon runes to ancient demons? The ancient demon runes are essentially their cultivation methods. It's their Tao. Cultivation methods and Tao? I've never heard of the Tao Lingshu heavenly realm before. I was too young to talk about Tao at that level. Yes, when cultivation reaches a profound realm, one can comprehend the greater laws of heaven and earth and condense them into Tao markings. Ancient demon runes are one kind of Tao marking. They are passed down through bloodlines. That's why ancient demons are innately more gifted. So that's how it is. It's the same for humans too. Of course, it's just that I've never come across such a talent. If I see one in the future, I definitely want to compete with them. See who is stronger, with less of a desire for conflict. Wouldn't it be nice to live a few more years? Alright, let's call it a night. If I get a chance, I'll come see you. You better come for sure. When I become the sect leader, I'll grant you the position of elder. I chuckled. He's really a reckless, spirited youngster. Niu Wendao left. I returned to Qingliu Courtyard. I couldn't persuade Niu Wendao, but I sincerely hope he'll get his wish and become the sect leader. Back in my room, I focused on cultivation. Through my conversation with No Dao, I gained my first understanding of ancient demon runes. Cultivation methods and insights create ancient demon runes. No wonder some cultivators can comprehend magical abilities from ancient demon runes. I also began to study how to combine my own cultivation methods and engraved formations with the 10-finger runes. That way, the runes will truly belong to me. But before that, I need to engrave a formation switching array. With that array, my longevity tree can hide even better, and I'll have another trick to deal with enemies. I'll get right to it. I recalled the method for switching arrays and began to imprint it on myself. Just doing it this way requires greater consumption. Engraving the lines one by one. With my previous experience, it went smoothly and easily. When morning came, the top-tier refining array was successfully engraved. I felt a sense of reaching the limit. After all, I'm only at body training level 8. The early stage engraved arrays are maxed out now. Any more and I can't bear it, nor keep up with the consumption. I delivered breakfast to the Nice orb and continued cultivating. You're pretty familiar with Niu Wendao. Not particularly. But he came looking for you himself last night, said your friends. When he first arrived at Lingshu Heavenly Realm, we were friends. But now he's already the strongest prodigy in Lingshu Heavenly Realm. Still, we're friends. Niu Wendao coming to find you means he still sees you as a friend. Niu Wendao is a good kid. I'm content that he remembers me as a friend. Why don't you rely on Niu Wendao to gain status and better resources? That's not how friends should be treated. I can improve my own cultivation. If I keep exhausting our friendship, how long will we still be friends? Niu Wendao can give me a lot. But what can I give him? He may not care, but I do. Just focus on cultivation. Only when you're strong yourself. Are you truly strong? I understand now. Relying on others isn't as good as relying on yourself. Grandpa taught us that too. I didn't say anything else, just focused on cultivation. Liu Xian went out again to keep an eye on the situation in Zhongying City. Liu Qing didn't follow her this time, just glanced at me and went on with her work. Clearly, she's still surprised that I'm actually friends with Niu Wendao. I didn't go out anymore, just cultivated in Qingliu courtyard, practicing qi and strengthening the body. Liu Qingyu was exceptionally diligent. After finishing cultivation, she would even practice her sword and palm techniques, making sure every day was fulfilling. Liu Qing was very satisfied. Liu Qingyu is quite gifted and so hardworking. She definitely achieve greatness in the future. As for Liu Xian, she still can't quite sit still, but she's much better than before. Every time she comes back, she brings news from Central City in Lingshu Heavenly Realm. Niu Wendao was injured by a secret arrow, causing a stir in Lingshu Heavenly Realm. Elder Bai Yuquan came in person. Unfortunately, the culprit was too well hidden, and they never figured out who shot the arrow. Liu Shan was furious for a while about it, said it was either one of the three big families or someone from Changchun. Daoist Changshan. Who do you think did it? Niu Wendao's enemies. He has enemies everywhere now. I couldn't say which specific enemy. Bai Yuquan is handling it, so we don't need to waste our energy. His own beloved disciple was injured. Bai Yuquan was furious and personally visited the three big families and the city lord's mansion, standing up for Niu Wendao. He stayed in Central City for half a month, only left after Niu Wendao fully recovered. They didn't find the archer, but they did suppress the three big families and the city lord's mansion, making them afraid to target Niu Wendao openly. So for now, the previous grudges have been settled. Niu Wendao and his senior brothers are roaming outside once more, looking for spiritual herbs, slaying demons, purging evil, and destroying spheres. He also finally forged 2 top-grade refining weapons. He gave the forbidden sword to Liu Qing, the weapon forged during his oath to Lu Shan, and the sword made during the clear wind period to Liu Qingyu. Both were eager to spar with their new weapons, and couldn't wait to have a match. Liu Xian lost badly. She hadn't worked as hard as Liu Qingyu lately. Caught up in diligence, she lost to Liu Qingyu, which pushed her to cultivate harder. But that only lasted 7 days. Then she went out to relax for 2 days. On this day, Liu Qing brought her younger siblings to see me. Little fellow, the food is ready. I'm going to take them out for a while. Wishing you a safe journey, senior. Liu Qing smiled and left Qingliu courtyard with the two. After they left, I looked at the old willow tree and laid my right hand on the trunk, helping the old willow refine spiritual energy. The old willow was very comfortable with me, letting me help and check its condition. It's not like I'm coveting its cultivation method. I just want to imprint the 10-finger rune for it, make it sturdier, so it doesn't get chopped for firewood right after I leave, or get pecked by bugs and birds. After probing for 3 days, I thoroughly understood the old willow tree. Only then did I imprint the 10-finger rune for it. With the rune engraved, the old willow grew sturdier, its aura heavier. It swayed, creating a strong breeze. Move less from now on, so you don't draw attention, and end up chopped as firewood. The old willow immediately stopped moving, and quietly cultivated. Once senior brother finishes forging the magic sword, I'll return to the sect. No idea when I'll be able to come out again. You better not act like Niu Wendao. Too young and hot-headed. It'll cause big trouble sooner or later. The old willow tree stretched out a branch and tapped it firmly, signaling that it remembered. Also, you can't harm people at will, or you'll be hunted as a demon. But if anyone tries to hurt you, you don't need to hold back. Turn them into fertilizer for your growth, to help you grow. The old willow tree tapped its branch again. Instructions given. I sat down cross-legged and continued my cultivation. Until evening, Liu Qing finally returned, but the siblings were nowhere to be seen. Where are the 2 of them? They've joined Qingshuan Cave Heaven. They'll be cultivating there from now on. Once the cold iron sword is finished, it's time for me to leave too. Congrats on joining Qingshuan. Focus on your cultivation. Qingyu is diligent. She's destined for great achievements. Too bad Lingshu Cave Heaven is too chaotic. Otherwise, I'd have liked them to become your junior disciples. Chatted with Liu Qing for a bit more. I went back to my room to cultivate. Cultivate in peace, once I finish my key training. I'll also go to the blacksmith to polish my craft. And keep an eye out for any news about Niu Wendao. Ever since Elder Bai Yuquan arrived, everything has been calm. Niu Wendao hasn't clashed with the three big families, or the city lord's residence. Everyone's keeping to themselves. I don't know how long this peace will last, but at least, Niu Wendao has had time to study the 10-finger talisman. Even though Zhongyang City is calm, there's still the Changchun case merchant, not one of the three major families or the city lord's residence. So that just leaves Changchun. So the internal conflict began once again. Changchun was chased all over the place by Niu Wendao. Several disciples were seriously injured. This senior brother was utterly humiliated by Niu Wendao, slaying demons and eradicating evil. The demon was snatched away, out searching for spiritual herbs. The herbs were stolen. Changchun wished he could skin Niu Wendao alive. But there was nothing he could do. He could only ensure his own safety. Niu Wendao was also very generous. Most of the spiritual herbs he acquired were given to the fellow disciples around him, winning their loyalty. Many cultivators in Zhongyang City also sided with Niu Wendao and received rewards. I sighed if Niu Wendao weren't an ancient demon, but a human prodigy. He might really have stood a chance. Of course, that's based on another premise, which is the sect master being willing to change successors. In this cultivation world, individual power can decide how things go, and the Lingshu sect master is the one who decides everything. Tonight, the realm of the elixir return has hardly any rivals. Central City returned to peace. The powerful clans became much more low-key. Time flew by. Another month and a half passed. Niekyu finally finished crafting the Foundation Establishment magic sword. That bone-chilling cold, just looking at it, felt like you could be frozen solid. Liu Qing was very satisfied. He handed over a true essence pill and 2 bottles of key refining pills. Niekyu and I left Zhongyang City, returning to Lingshu Grotto Heaven. Liu Qing also locked up his courtyard and went to Qinshuan Grotto Heaven. He still needed to take care of Liu Yushan and his sister. Niekyu took me flying on his sword. It took my senior brother so long just to get 1 bottle of true essence pills, and he still had to give half to the sect. Did he lose out? So much time passed. Couldn't he have gotten more true essence pills in the sect? It seemed like such a good task at first, but doing the math now.
He actually lost out big time.
Changshan, remember. Only clients lose out, not the refiners. It's the same for alchemists. Why? Niekyu flipped his hand, and suddenly a palm-sized piece of cold iron appeared. The true essence pill was the small part. This was the real prize. Senior brother, I was stunned. I hadn't expected Niekyu to hold on to a piece that he wanted for the magic sword. I made it for him, so the leftover materials were naturally mine. We had already agreed on this before the refining. I gave him a thumbs up. Refiners really never lose out. This special material is way above ordinary materials. Unfortunately, the red flame stone and clear wind stone were too small, so I only got a bit of scrap. If there had been more, and I added a bit more material, I could have made another great sword. That grandfather and grandchildren were already rich to offer 3 rare stones. They were already quite wealthy. Let's go. We need to cultivate seriously when we get back. Returned by sword. Went to hand in the task with Niekyu. The true essence pill was handed over. There was 1 bottle left of the 5 key refining pills. He handed me the key refining pills. Niekyu said, "Take them for your cultivation." How could I? I didn't help at all. No need to be polite between us. And thank you for bringing me food during this time. How can you say you didn't help? Besides, this high-grade refining pill is useless to me now. Keeping it would be a waste. Thank you, senior brother. Let's go. Come with me for a bit. Niekyu took the true essence pill and didn't go straight back to his room, but headed for another refiner's place. A black-robed refiner was hammering metal in front of a furnace. His spiritual energy was extremely strong. Still can't use real fire? Lu Jun, have you ever seen a true essence pill? Niekyu. Stop showing off here. You won't be smug for long. You haven't even established your foundation. How dare you talk to me like that? I kept quiet. This guy should be the refiner who has a grudge with Niekyu. He was the one who got Niekyu thrown in prison at the beginning. Now he's gritting his teeth, fire practically spurting from his eyes. If you kneel and beg me, maybe I'll be in a good mood and give you some pointers so you can break through to foundation establishment. Lu Jun snorted coldly, turned and left. You're going too far. If you hadn't gotten lucky and gotten some pills, you wouldn't have surpassed me. This feels great. That Lu Jun probably hates senior brother to death now. Just let him hate. I just love that he hates me, but can't do anything about it. That's how I like it. Looks like senior brother really resents him. It's not that deep. Actually, if it weren't for him, I wouldn't have met you. And naturally wouldn't have discovered Niu Wendao. Maybe I'd have just killed Niu Wendao back then, and wouldn't be who I am today. Forget it, let's not talk about this. Let's rest for a couple of days, then resume key refining. I nodded. Took the key refining pills back to my room to cultivate. Niekyu also shut himself in to cultivate with the true essence pill. Refined the key refining pills one by one. My cultivation progressed rapidly. But now that I'm at the 8th layer of key refining, the effect of the key refining pills isn't as strong as before. Finished refining a whole bottle of key refining pills, and still haven't reached the middle stage. I started to slowly refine my spiritual energy, and tempered my body bit by bit. Shut myself in for 2 days, then resumed key refining. For my high-grade artifact, I didn't use the index finger rune again, just crafted ordinary artifacts. Niekyu also began crafting foundation establishment artifacts. He wanted to fuse the cold iron he obtained into his own magical sword to increase its power. Life returned to normal. Cultivating with the sex pills during key refining, sometimes switching to blood-enriching pills to temper the body. I would also carve out time to visit the Key Meridian Library and read all sorts of books. Memorized every one of them. At the same time, I studied new spells and abilities. For example, the Phantom Sword technique, which focuses on illusions and matches well with the Lingyan 3 swords. Also with my own engraved illusion array. I was also studying sword control techniques. So once I establish my foundation, I can fly on a sword directly. I was also looking into shield spells like Golden Shield and Water Shield. Every day was fulfilling. The 5 elements escape art, illusion arts, and the 13 Lingshu sword moves. I practiced every day, then studied them further. I didn't waste any time. I used to have no time, but now it's different. The Key Meridian Hall isn't so busy. There's time to study. After tiring myself with study, I'd also relax a bit, read some books, or listen to the disciples chat, and ask about Niu Wendao. Ever since returning from Central City, Niu Wendao has been behaving himself, just keeping on chasing Changchun. Although the conflict never stops, no lives have been lost, Niu Wendao has shown a fair bit of restraint. Or maybe, Bai Yuquan doesn't dare let Niu Wendao kill Changchun. Beating and humiliating him to prove his own strength is one thing, but if he killed the sect's senior brother, that would be a completely different matter. Niu Wendao's reputation was soaring even higher. Although he wasn't officially the eldest senior brother yet, he had completely overshadowed Changchun. All of Central City knew there was a genius ancient demon named Niu Wendao. Everyone was talking about Niu Wendao, and they'd mentioned Changchun too. But then Changchun got beaten up by Niu again. Word was Changchun was furious and smashed a bunch of things when he got back to the sect. The sect leader personally sought out Elder Bai Yuquin to have a talk. Things like disciples should look out for each other, and there shouldn't be infighting, that kind of stuff. Bai Yuquin agreed right away, and told Niu Wendao not to make things hard for Changchun anymore. That finally gave Changchun some breathing room, and things got a bit better for him. The two entered a Cold War phase. Whenever they left the sect, Changchun went north, Niu Wendao went south. I started keeping a diary, writing down what happened with Niu Wendao. One day, when Niu Wendao gets old, I'll give it to him. I hope he can live a peaceful old age. His popularity is just too overwhelming, so it's very possible something bad might happen to him. Time flows like water. Half a year passed in the blink of an eye. My cultivation reached the 8th level of key refinement. My body training also hit the initial peak of the 8th level. I was about to switch to a new sword technique for the middle stage. The Lingyan 3 swords technique had already reached perfection. The Lingshu 13 swords and other techniques weren't quite as good. I've also mastered both the wood shield and earth shield techniques. My other shield techniques are still a bit lacking. Niu Wendao, on the other hand, was pretty steady, but his progress was amazingly fast. Looks like he's already at the 9th level of key refinement. His bloodline is awakening even more.
He must have mastered the 10-finger runes.
Changchun was making progress quickly too, reaching the late stage of the 9th level of key refinement. He claimed he'd definitely build his foundation within 3 years, so he could secure his spot as the eldest senior brother. That day, I just finished forging a top-grade magic sword, when a chime rang out, echoing across the entire key vein. The key vein was summoning everyone. For no apparent reason, why would the key vein summon all the disciples? Changshan, let's go check it out. I followed Niekyu up to the summit of the key vein peak. All the other disciples were hurrying to the mountaintop too. When we got to the top, there were already over 100 disciples gathered there, and more disciples were still arriving. The 5 elders of the key vein stood atop the high platform ahead. Greetings, 5 elders. We don't know why the bell was rung. Is something big happening? Once everyone has arrived, I will announce again. All the disciples immediately stood straight. No one asked any further questions. Nikyu and I stood among the crowd. 15 minutes later, over 300 disciples had gathered on the peak, all looking up at the 5th elder. The 5th elder glanced over the disciples present. Only then did he speak up, saying, "I have gathered you all here because there is an important matter for you. That is, there will be another competition." Another competition? A foundation establishment disciple asked in confusion. Isn't it too soon for another gathering of the elders? The biennial gathering is still far off, but this one is different from the usual competitions. It's a contest against the Shiyu Grotto Heaven and Kingshuang Grotto Heaven. Each branch will select 10 people and set up an arena in Zhongyang City. The 3 sects will compete against Yu and Kingshuang Grotto Heavens. The disciples didn't expect to compete with these 2 sects. This is for our mutual improvement. By the order of the sect leader, if we defeat the other 2 sects, there will be rewards. Foundation establishment pills, key refining pills, essence pills. Even special stones and materials. All can be awarded. Foundation establishment pills. Those key refining disciples' eyes lit up. Some disciples stuck at the 9th level of key refining are just missing a foundation establishment pill, essence pill, or special stone. Even the foundation establishment disciples looked pleased. Nikyu was also intrigued. These rewards are enticing, but we don't know how many essence pills are in the prize. Elder, if we win, do you know how many essence pills we'll get? Win 1 match, and you receive 1 bottle of essence pills. Losers get nothing. If you lead our sect to defeat the 2 sects in weapon crafting, there's an extra reward of 10 bottles of essence pills and 2 pieces of special stone material. The prizes are so generous. Each foundation establishment disciple started imagining themselves crushing the other 2 sects and taking all of the rewards. Changshan, with your experience, you can also participate in the 3-sect competition. It can't just be for those in foundation establishment realm. There will also be a weapon crafting challenge. I'll pass this time. I joined halfway through. How could I compare to these senior brothers? The top-grade magical weapons you forge are no worse than theirs. Everyone is using the same artifact crafting methods. If everyone can make top-grade artifacts, then what? It comes down to the crafting speed. I'm still new to key refining. Even if I work harder, there's no way I'm faster than those who've trained for years.
Disciples.
Even if we all can forge top-grade artifacts, a 9th-level key refining disciple handles materials much faster than someone at 8th level. Why not give it a try? What if speed doesn't matter? No need to comfort me, senior brother. I'm happy cultivating quietly in the key vein branch. A few pills each month for training is already great. When I first joined, I just didn't want to be bullied. I already feel very content with how far I've come. You have quite the optimistic outlook. I'm still thinking about how to help you. It's fine, senior brother. You're the one who should go. Yes, I've crafted with special stones before. Most of my brothers never had that chance. Not everyone gets their hands on special stones. Liu Xing ended up with 3, all inherited from his ancestors. Many key refining disciples have only seen them in the sect, and never actually handled one. Since refining with special stones, his key refining technique improved a lot. He's no longer afraid of Foundation Establishment middle phase seniors. You have 3 months to prepare. At that time, 10 disciples will be chosen. 5 from Foundation Establishment, 5 from key refining. You will be informed after selection. The exact date of the 3-sect competition is. All the disciples answered in unison. The disciples all dispersed. Those who wish to participate, stay and sign up with Elder Zun Wu. I went back to the key training room to practice both key and body. To get used to the sword techniques and skills, I won't be participating in the competition. Too much attention isn't good for the longevity technique. The 3-sect competition isn't just for key vein disciples. Niu Wendao should participate too. That excitable calf is probably gearing up, thinking about winning first place. When Nikiu returned, he went straight to retraining in the key chamber. I continued with my key cultivation. Nothing has changed really. When I don't want to cultivate, I go read some books and listen to what the disciples are talking about in the sect. I heard that Changchun and Niu Wendao made a wager. Whoever wins in the sect this time will be the chief senior brother. Changchun actually wagered his senior brother title, putting it on the line. That kind of courage is impressive. That's just Niu Wendao pestering him non-stop, coveting the chief disciple's title. Senior brother Changchun cares about the sect. He doesn't want to fight anymore. He wants everyone to work together instead. Unlike that guy, always charging ahead. He doesn't understand reasoning. Don't say that. Niu Wendao is actually stronger than Changchun. Maybe it's better for him to be chief senior brother. That monster coveting the position of chief. That shows he's got a hidden agenda. So what if he's a beast? He's still one of us. A genius demon from Lingshu Grotto Heaven. I listened quietly, then turned and left. Some sect disciples support Niu Wendao. Others support Changchun. I only listened for a bit. And those two were already arguing heatedly. Looks like a fight could break out. I left quickly, so I wouldn't get dragged in if things got violent. That fiery Niu Wendao really isn't giving up. Still wants to be chief senior brother. But Changchun's retreat to advance move was brilliant. He earned a lot of respect from his peers. Wagering the chief disciple's spot, he was obviously setting up Niu Wendao. How could Changchun really give up his place as chief senior brother? If he gave it up, what about inheriting the sect leader's position? Normally, unless something unexpected happens, the sect master's seat goes to the chief disciple. I shook my head and went back to the key training room. Right now, going to Lingjian Peak would draw too much attention. I'll wait for another chance to warn him. Niu Wendao was handling materials and began key training again. I've tried already. The 10-finger rune also works with top-quality artifacts, but it still can't cut the lower-grade Foundation Establishment weapons. Of course, just ordinary lower-grade artifacts, not those made from special stones. After processing my key refining materials, I began cultivation. Life went on as usual. The 3-branch competition didn't disrupt my routine. In a blink, 2 months passed. My constitution grew even stronger. I am close to the late 8th level of ki refining. My ki refining has progressed a bit, and my sword techniques and spells advanced rapidly. That night, I was cultivating. When I heard a voice calling me, I opened my eyes and looked out the window. Niu Wendao was standing outside the formation. What's that stubborn calf doing here? I left the room and came to the formation entrance and brought Niu Wendao inside. Before I could speak, Niu Wendao said excitedly, Changsheng, this is my chance. I'm about to become chief senior brother. The position of sect master's successor will be mine too. I looked at the excited Niu Wendao, wondering if I should rain on his parade. Niu Wendao continued, once I'm the next sect leader, I'll bring you with me to Lingjin Peak. No one will dare bully you. Life in the Seven Veins is good. I'm satisfied. Haven't you thought this could be a trap?
Tell me.
Why would Changcheng gamble his chief senior brother title?
I know.
But you're still going through with it. Changsheng, if I want to be chief senior brother, this is the only way. My master says it's a trap too, but he still supports me. He believes in my strength, even if it's a trap. So what? I, Niu Wendao, will smash his trap and take his position. Hey, youthful bravery indeed. So you must already have a plan, right? It's all thanks to that cannibal finger you gave me. I've mastered it and awakened some of my bloodline. So I'm confident. Even if it's a trap, it's also an opportunity. If I miss this chance, there may not be another. Now I'm confident no one in the inner key refining circle can beat me. No matter how cunning Changchun is, he could never have guessed I'd improve this much. But what if there are still hidden weapons? I said worriedly. Previously, Yu Shi's arrow injured the person who asked Niu Wenda, but he still hasn't been found. Master has already given me new ways to protect myself. Hidden weapons can't hurt me at all. Changsheng, just set your mind at ease. From now on, just stick with me. I'll also lead Lingshu Cave Heaven to new heights. Looking at him, I felt even more uneasy inside. But Niu Wenda is feeling a resurgence of his bloodline and is fired up right now, making him full of confidence. Everything sounds just fine. Then I wish you success. But be careful with everything. Don't worry, there is absolutely no problem this time. By the way, will you represent Key Pulse in the competition? No, I don't like being in the spotlight. I don't like being the center of attention. I prefer peace and quiet. I thought we could compete together. I shook my head and didn't say more. Niu Wenda didn't say anything else either. He left the weapon forging room and returned to Lingjian Peak. I hope my worries are unnecessary. I sighed lightly and focused on cultivating. I was thinking about a problem. Changchun is a really big issue. Why is the sect master training Changchun like this? Especially since he's still a half-demon. The sect master even goes as far as collecting a wide range of demon cultivation techniques, all to research a suitable cultivation method for him. Even if Changchun is talented, can he really surpass Niu Wenda? There's something off about this. Forget it. Even if there is a problem, it's not something I can investigate. I pushed those thoughts out of my mind. As for Changchun, I'm honestly a bit curious. Like his cultivation method, that half-human, half-demon bloodline, special cultivation techniques, and the demon techniques he's collected. That archive of the prison only records key refining level techniques. But what about the foundation establishment level ones? Any research insights? Those are what I want. But realizing how weak I am, I can only hold back those thoughts for now. As for asking Niu Wenda to help snatch Changchun's techniques, forget it, that's trouble I can't afford. If anyone snatched Changchun's technique, that would send him a message that we know his true identity. I've warned Niu Wenda before. People who know too many secrets end up dead. The sect master with that golden leaf elixir still has someone supporting him behind the scenes. If he's really forced to act, who can stop him? No rush. I'll take my time. I reminded myself mentally. I've got plenty of time. The sect master has maybe 30 years left to live, but that's really short compared to me. As long as the sect master is gone, if Changchun can't grow, he's finished for sure. Even if he does grow, Changchun's descendants will probably die young too. They'll have to keep researching as well. As long as I'm patient, I'll get all those techniques sooner or later. I remind myself again, not to take risks. Don't be like Niu Wenda, that impulsive brat. Once I figured things out, I calmed down and continued cultivating. When I had free time, I'd go listen to the disciples' gossip. Right now, Changchun and Niu Wenda are both trying to win over the Qi Pulse and Dan Pulse branches. Those two guys are sticking their hands into both branches. Just as I got home, a familiar face arrived, Hanju Yuan. I still remember you. Li Changsheng, thank you for thinking of me, senior brother. May I ask what guidance you have for me, senior brother? You didn't sign up for this time's 3-sect competition. You joined halfway in. Your skills aren't enough to participate. Well, you're just not that gifted anyway. Even switching into the Qi Pulse, you won't achieve much. I'm here to see senior brother Nikyu. Ask him to come out. Wait a moment. Senior brother Han has come. Did he say why he came? It's just about the 3-sect martial competition. He wants you to support Changchun. Changchun and Niu Wenda made a bet. Whoever leads the sect to victory will become the new senior brother. I'll go see him. Why are you here? Senior brother Changchun is only thinking of the sect. He hopes you can team up with senior brother Ni to overpower the other 2 sects and bring honor to ours. 3 true essence pills. Please don't mind, senior brother Ni. 3 true essence pills. Changchun sure is generous. You know full well, my achievements today are thanks to Niu Wenda. He discovered the ancient demon. Reporting it was just his duty. Senior brother Ni was just doing what he's supposed to do. That's only natural. What if I refuse? How you decide is up to you. Senior brother Ni, make your own decision. Senior brother Changchun is only thinking of the sect. Even if you refuse, he won't hold it against you. Did you know I once refined a strange stone? Strange stone? Most Foundation establishment disciples in the Qi Pulse have never even dealt with such things. Got it? I get it, but not really. Just answer yes or no. Why are you telling me this? Senior brother Ni, your skills are truly impressive. Are you insulting me with just these 3 true essence pills? I'll have to ask senior brother Changchun about that. Hanju Yuan hesitated for a moment. Changchun's offer is 3 pills per person. The other smiths happily took them right away. But Nikyu is the only one asking for more. Hanju Yuan didn't go far and pulled out his communication jade to contact Changchun. Do you think he'll agree to it? Probably, since Changchun is trying to build his reputation now. And you really are highly skilled, senior brother. Just not sure how much he'll give. I think he will too. Let's just hold on to the pills for now and see how things go. Whoever wins, we side with them. That way, we don't let Niu Wenda down either. Still neutral. Wise move, senior brother. It would be a waste not to take these pills handed to us. Senior brother Changchun's skills are excellent. These are martial true essence pills. All right, from now on, I'm with senior brother Changchun.
Ahem.
We're with the sect. Senior brother Changchun is dedicated to the sect. That's right, we're the sect's people. By the way, what else? What about? Changsheng hasn't been given his pills yet. But he's not competing for key pulse. But he's still one of us. Didn't you say we're all in this for the sect? Here, this is yours. Thank you, senior brother.
Hey.
Senior brother Ni. Could I talk to junior brother Li Shangsheng privately? What does senior brother want to talk to me about? How did Lu Chanshu die? What do you mean, senior brother? Are you suspecting I harmed senior brother Lu Changshu? Of course you're not good enough. But it definitely has something to do with you. If not, why were you in such a hurry to switch from sword vein to key vein? Because senior brother Ni needs a helper. If senior brother Han suspects me, please provide evidence before saying anything. Otherwise, I'll have to call senior brother Ni. Do you really think Nikyu will protect you? Don't think climbing onto Nikayu's coattails will make you soar to the top. If senior brother Han has nothing official, I'm going back to cultivate my ki. Junior brother Changsheng, you need to understand, Nikyu can't protect you forever. To survive in Lingshu Cave Heaven, you must learn to recognize the times. Lu Zhangshou's incident can be left aside, but you should know your place. Don't get too full of yourself. Thank you, senior brother, for the guidance. I understand, senior brother. Since you understand, then give me back those key cultivation pills. Senior brother, you sure know how to joke. Farewell. With that, I turned and left, paying Han Juyun no further attention. There's no way I'm giving back the key cultivation pills I got. Han Juyun suffers a setback, but he can't get in. This place is blocked by a formation. And even if he could go in, Nikyu is still inside. That bastard really thinks he's something. Han Juyun feels annoyed, but dares not speak loudly, afraid Nikyu would hear him. I head back into the room. Nikyu just finished a sip of water and said, "Does Han Juyun not know how perceptive people in the foundation establishment stage are? Maybe those key cultivation pills were his own. He must feel bad about it." That makes sense. But does Lu Zhangshou's death really have anything to do with you? No way. I was in seclusion at the time. And Lu Zhangshu was at the 7th level of key cultivation. If I could have killed him, I wouldn't have needed to ask you for help, senior brother. True, don't overthink it. I can't always protect you. But before Changchun reaches foundation establishment, he wouldn't dare mess with me. Thank you, senior brother. No need to thank me. Who knows, Niu Wendao might win. I guess we're betting on both sides. It's normal to hedge bets. Most disciples do the same. Don't make enemies with anyone. I'll head into seclusion with the key cultivation pills. With this bottle of pills, I should be able to reach late stage of key cultivation level 8. I consume one pill. Its medicinal power quickly transforms, turning into pure spiritual energy. No rush to craft a magic weapon yet. I'll wait until my cultivation improves. Nikyu goes into closed-door cultivation too, digesting the martial force true essence pill. Time passes. I refine the pills, successfully stepping into the late stage of key cultivation level 8. Nikyu refines the true essence pill, then goes to participate in the key vein competition. I keep crafting magic weapons, trading them for pills. If I have time, I don't leave home either. I start researching a new cultivation method. Ancient demon runes are formed through combining cultivation techniques and personal insights into the Tao. I don't have ancient demon inheritances, but by integrating the 10-finger rune and array formations, I barely qualify as half an ancient demon. I'm considering whether it's possible to integrate my cultivation techniques with formations and runes. If so, then I could be considered an ancient demon without a bloodline. I focus on cultivating in seclusion, eating a fasting pill whenever I'm hungry. Except for trading pills, I rarely go out. As for Han Ju-yun, there's no chance he'll come here looking for trouble. He's probably still plotting with Changchun on how to deal with New Duzi. The key vein competition is in full swing. I stay home in peace, researching my own Lingshu mysterious technique for cultivating as a plant demon, along with various formation arrays. If I can use the index finger rune, then other demon cultivation methods should also be usable. I just haven't found the right way yet. After a month, I haven't made much progress, but I'm not disappointed. It's always been a long-term endeavor anyway. Recalling the various insights and secret manuals I memorized in the library pavilion, the cloud-rising 3 swords are elusive and unpredictable, hard to grasp. They match well with the illusory sword technique. An illusory sword merges fantasy and reality. Paired with the cloud-rising 3 swords, the illusory sword becomes even more substantial, making the killing sword all the more mysterious. Especially combined with my own branded illusion arrays, these 2 sword techniques now make more sense to me. I think of the plant demon's cultivation method. Plant demons can bewilder minds, especially with their floral fragrance. Smelling their scent immediately draws people into an illusion. I don't have floral fragrance, but I do have illusion arrays. The plant demon's practice suits being combined with illusion arrays. I'm planning to use the cultivation method of plant demons to refine my Lingshu mysterious technique. The man-eater's thick defenses and resilience require an earth-type cultivation method. Speaking of earth-type attributes, tree demons actually have an advantage too. After all, don't all tree demons grow from the earth? I'm naturally attuned to the ground, so I have an innate affinity for earth. By cross-referencing some mouse demon cultivation techniques in my head, and using them as reference, I can make some progress. Rat demons are born expert diggers, masters of earth stealth. But as for the profound crystal array, that one's more difficult. I don't have any demon arts related to the metal element in my mind, so I can only slowly study the cultivation techniques in the library pavilion. I immerse myself in studying the 10-finger rune for array switching. Waves of spiritual energy emerge around me, even causing the surrounding air to twist. In the next instant, the distorted air forms into figures, including Ni Qiu, Lu Changshu, Niu Wendao, and others I've met along with different plants. They all materialize in my illusion. In a flash, these human and plant figures all turn into a silver magic sword, emitting a sharp sword energy. With only myself in the room, I let go and fully immerse in cultivation. As time passes, another wave of thick energy emanates from me. I sit cross-legged without moving, like a mountain, giving off a feeling of being immovable. The 10-finger runes and 2 energies intertwine and fill the air. My Lingshu mysterious technique changes along with it inside me, spiritual energy quickly refining and circulating, making it much stronger. After repeating the process many times, formation patterns appear on my body. The spiritual power in my danshin becomes even thicker and more powerful. I keep practicing my technique, until 2 hours later, I finally stop. I open my eyes, feeling the spiritual power in my danshin, almost half as thick as before. And this is just from the first revision. My inner power increased so much. So if Niu Wendao, or those other demon bodies have spiritual power this abundant, how strong must they be? Even as half an ancient demon, I can barely maintain the energy my array consumes. Those true ancient demons inherited complete rune sequences. They must be able to hold a lot more spiritual energy, store much more power. 2.5 months. That's a significant improvement. I'm very satisfied with this cultivation retreat. Thicker spiritual energy, and my cultivation speed increased. I also crafted a fine magic weapon for myself. Using the 10-finger rune array and the mystic crystal array, even if I come across a lower grade foundation establishment magical tool, I can still fight. As long as I don't encounter tools forged from rare stones, or bump into Niu Wendao. With this kind of ancient monster-level genius in the key refining stage, I shouldn't have any real opponents. Of course, that's in one-on-one situations. As for people like Niu Wendao who take on whole groups by himself, I can't compare to that. Right now, I'm like an underdeveloped ancient demon beast. One day I'll be able to rival an ancient demon beast, maybe even surpass them. I silently set a small goal for myself, to catch up with the ancient demons. Niu Wendao, I'll focus on refining magical tools, and trade them for blood key pills to train my body. Day after day passed. The key meridian competition has ended. Niekyu came back with a smile on his face. He successfully made it into the top 5. Congratulations, senior brother. It's not really worth celebrating. Only when we've defeated both sects will it truly be something to celebrate. With senior brother's experience, that should be no problem. Has the date for the match been set? Yes, it's set for half a month from now. The competition stage outside Zhongyang City has already been built. I'll be there to cheer you on, senior brother. Great. Maybe we'll even run into Liu Qing and his group. During that time we spent together, you should have gotten pretty familiar with them. Yeah, it's fine. They've joined Qingshuan Paradise and should have improved a lot.
Qingshuan Paradise has a kind of mystic spirit liquid.
That helps with cultivation. It's even better than top-grade key refining pills. Unfortunately, the yield is extremely low. You can ask them if they can get any. I can trade magical tools for it. Alright, but since they just entered Qingshuan Paradise, the chances are slim. Plus, Qingshuan Paradise has its own artifact refiners. It's fine, just ask. Liu Qing is also a foundation establishment in Qingshuan Paradise, so they'll show some respect. As for their artifact refiners, Qingshuan Paradise can't compare to us in the Key Meridian branch. Feng Yin's intense training, huh? So our Key Meridian branch is guaranteed to win this time. Barring any surprises, we should win Feng Yin's intense training. It's a unique skill in this area. I really hope to reach the foundation establishment stage soon, to catch a glimpse of the shifting winds and clouds, a method for rapid cultivation. Don't worry, that day will come. The date for the competition has been set. Nikyu isn't practicing key. Instead, he's taking a moment to relax. I, on the other hand, continue my key cultivation. Now that my key refinement has reached the level of artifacts, Nikyu can no longer give me pointers. I've learned everything I should learn, and even things I shouldn't have learned. For example, the 10-finger runes. I spend more time studying cultivation methods, modifying the Lingshu mysterious technique. The other 2 branches have also selected their top 10, preparing to go to Zhongyang City for the competition. Lin Jianfeng's artifact refining, while Niu Wenda and Changchun took first and second places. Half a month passed in the blink of an eye. Nikyu took me to Zhongyang City. He's there to compete, while I took a mission to refine a high-grade artifact. The reward is only 4 key refining pills. Not everyone gets them. Actually, the pay provided is quite generous. Most of them are just ordinary. An arena has already been set up at the east gate of Zhongyang City, and 2 open spaces have been cleared out. There are alchemy furnaces and smelting furnaces. The competition hasn't started yet, but many people have already gathered around, watching the arena, the alchemy furnaces and the smelting furnaces. Nikyu and I went our separate ways alone. I arrived at the mission location, Peach Blossom Garden. I knocked on the door. A servant came to welcome me. Over a dozen peach trees are planted in the courtyard, hence the name Peach Blossom Garden. A young man sat cross-legged among the peach trees, plucking the strings of a zither. The melodious sound of the zither flowed through the courtyard. Li Changsheng of the Lingshu Grotto Heaven Key lineage, here to refine an artifact for my fellow Taoist. I am Mo Zhuanming. Greetings, fellow Taoist. According to the mission I accepted, you wish to refine a flute. That's correct. This bamboo is a rare spiritual bamboo. It has already undergone simple refining, but it lacks an illusion array and isn't sturdy enough. It can be considered a prototype for an artifact. It saves me the time of polishing. I have one more request. Finish the refining within 3 days. I'll add 2 more high-grade key refining pills. Agreed. Since it doesn't need polishing and only requires inscribing arrays, it won't take 3 days. 2 days will be enough. Mo Zhuanming arranged a secret room for me, and I began the imprinting. Regarding the sturdiness of the array, I used a common array of the key lineage, the Black Tortoise Spirit Array. It was an array realized by the seniors of the key lineage, from the defense of the Black Tortoise, with the 10-finger runes at the base. It is significantly stronger than an average Earth Spirit Array. The illusion array was also a standard one. I didn't use the illusion sword I had realized myself, unless he proactively pays more. I focused on the refining, skipping my 3 daily meals, and resolving it directly with Anidia pills. Mo Zhuanming played the zither in the courtyard. The sound was well controlled, and did not disturb me. By noon the next day, I had finished the refining. I handed the flute to Mo Zhuanming. Mo Zhuanming gave it a try, his face showing a look of satisfaction. Good, here is your reward. I put away the key refining pills, and got up to leave. 6 key refining pills. The extra 2 belong to my own sect. They only take a cut of the fixed mission reward. I have the illusion array from Lingshu Grotto Heaven now. The artifact refiner from Kunshuan Grotto Heaven is also arriving soon. By combining the array blessings of your 2 sects, the disciples of the 2 sects in my moon in the water, flower in the mirror, will surely be greatly surprised. Mo Zhuanming left with the flute. After putting away the key refining pills, I went to the Green Willow courtyard. Now that the 3 sects are competing, if Liu Qingyu and Liu Qing don't come back, Lu Shan, who can't sit still, should come to join the fun. I knocked on the door. Sure enough, someone opened it. It was Liu Qingyu. Liu Qingyu didn't expect me to come. She was momentarily surprised, then hurried to invite me in. Fellow Taoist Changsheng. It's been a while. Liu Qingyu now looks increasingly mature. The old willow tree in the courtyard is still there, but nearly half of its leaves are gone, as if they had been gnawed on by something. It's been gnawed bald. How have you been faring at Kingshuan Grotto Heaven, fellow Taoist Qingyu? He, very well. Only after going to Kingshuan Grotto Heaven did I realize how good it is. I was previously influenced by Niu Wendao into thinking Lingshu Grotto Heaven was better. Now I know each has its own merits. That's the right attitude. Where are fellow Dois Lucian and the elder? They've gone out. Grandfather is now serving as a deacon at Kingshuan Grotto Heaven. With this competition, grandfather will also be busy. The 3 generations in the same sect, looking out for each other, how wonderful. I wonder, by visiting us, is there something on your mind?
Yes.
By coming today, I do indeed have a favor to ask. I heard Kingshuan Grotto Heaven has mysterious spirit liquid, which can aid in cultivation. I wonder if you have any on hand, fellow Taoist Qingyu. I can exchange artifacts or key refining pills for it. I receive 1 drop of mysterious spirit liquid a month, but I've used them all. The liquid in Kingshuan Grotto Heaven is barely enough for its own disciples. Then it seems I'm out of luck. However, my brother might still have a few drops. If you could do me a favor, Changsheng, you might even obtain a lot of mysterious spirit liquid. What kind of favor? Get Niu Wendao to join Kingshuan Grotto Heaven. If you can manage that, I can promise you 100 drops of mysterious spirit liquid. You're plotting something regarding Niu Wendao? It's not me, it's the sect's intention. Niu Wendao is a genius of the ancient demons. His future achievements will be immense. Staying at Lingshu Grotto Heaven will only bury his talent. By that logic, is Qinshuan Grotto Heaven stronger than Lingshu Grotto Heaven? Lingshu Grotto Heaven is plagued by constant infighting. If he comes to Qinshuan Grotto Heaven, Niu Wendao can cultivate in peace. Moreover, Qinshuan Grotto Heaven can send him to an even larger sect. There's a major sect behind Qinshuan Grotto Heaven. Think it over, fellow Taoist. But is there no infighting in Qinshuan Grotto Heaven? Will they truly nurture him? As you know, he and I are considered friends. If he goes to Qinshuan and it's still full of infighting, wouldn't I be pushing him into another fire pit? Rest assured, fellow Taoist. Everyone at Qinshuan Grotto Heaven is in harmony. The master is gentle and kind, treating every disciple well. It is in no way comparable to Lingshu Grotto Heaven. For Niu Wendao, Lingshu Grotto Heaven is indeed not the best place. But right now, that bull can't be persuaded. It seems you understand as well. Then why not give it a try? If it succeeds, you could also be promised entry into Qinshuan Grotto Heaven. If your aptitude is sufficient, you could even head to a major sect for cultivation. It's impossible for now. Niu Wendao is currently in his prime. Besides, I don't know much about Qinshuan Grotto Heaven. Let's wait a few months. Fine. If you change your mind, you can come to the Green Willow Courtyard to find me. Even if I'm not here, someone will come to clean. Why are there so few leaves on this tree? I don't know what kind of spirit stole and ate them. I only realized this old willow tree had become a spirit after I returned. Ordinary animals couldn't eat them. It must be a demon that has gained spiritual form. To gain spiritual form only to steal leaves. It really shouldn't be happening. It should be severely punished. I'm also trying to find a way to catch this demon. The willow tree grew up with me. It's like family to me. The old willow tree turned into a spirit. It can't be hidden from Liu Qingyu's family. A tree that has become a spirit, but there's no need to cut it down immediately. For tree spirits like this, they usually can't leave easily. They can only take root where they are. If it grows a bit more, it's also great material for cultivating qi. Of course, some choose to keep it around. That's true affection. Or the tree spirit is a good one who's never harmed anyone. They're tree spirits all the same. I said a few extra words, then kept quiet. And I left Qingliu Courtyard. I went to look for Niekyu. Niekyu and the other contestants are all living in the same residence. Lingshu Wonderland also owns some businesses here in Zhongying City. Niekyu was talking with the refining contestants. When he saw me, he followed me out. There's too little Zhuanling liquid. Liu Qingyu gets 1 drop per month. Liu Xian might have a few drops, but it won't really help. It's fine if we can't get any. Niekyu isn't disappointed either. He doesn't really need Zhuanling liquid. I want to meet Niu Wendao, but with my status, I might not get to see him. I'll have someone send a message. You set the time and place. Thank you, senior brother. I'll go rent the blacksmith shop from before. You know where it is? I give a cupped fist salute. Then I leave. I rent the blacksmith shop. I begin crafting magic artifacts. This time out, I brought some materials with me. May as well use my free time productively. So I made a few artifacts. Afterwards, when I return, I can trade them for some elixirs to advance my cultivation. I worked non-stop till late at night. Suddenly, there's a surge of spiritual energy from the ground. Niu Wendao poked his head out from underground. Changsheng, did you come looking for me because you're in trouble? Actually, it's you who might be in trouble. How could I possibly have any trouble? Do you still remember Qingliu courtyard? They found out I snuck leaves from the willow tree. I only nibbled a few leaves. No way they want to kill me over that, right? Did you strip all the leaves off that old willow? Didn't you promise me you'd quit your bad habit of eating tree leaves? Changshan, how about I pay them back with a magic artifact? You're really generous. A magic artifact in exchange for the old willow's leaves. That refined finger magic came from the willow too. Even that willow spirit gave it to you. You owe a debt of gratitude. So how can you chew its leaves? I already gave them a key refining pill for compensation. I'll pay them back more once I've got more resources. Niu Wendao hung his head low, just like a kid who's done something wrong. Next time, I'll just switch to a regular tree. Just an ordinary tree, although it doesn't taste as good. You actually care about the flavor of tree leaves you eat? Forget it. I'm not going to talk about leaves with you. Today I went to Qingliu courtyard. Liu Qingyu wants to recruit you into Qingshuan Wonderland. So they want me to join Qingshuan Wonderland? I'm almost the head disciple now. There's no way I'd join Qingshuan Wonderland. What are they thinking? Besides, I'm Niu Wendao, and Grateful Master Niu is still teaching in Lingshu Wonderland. I've been taught by Master. How could I be so disloyal? Niu Wendao got really worked up. He went on and on. I was just saying, I don't even know if Qingshuan Wonderland is good or bad. Could be good, could be bad. But this proves one thing. What's that? Even Qingshuan Wonderland has their eye on you. Don't you think you're getting too much attention? The more this happens, the easier it is for trouble to find you. You think they want to harm me? Are they out to hurt you or help you? Who knows for now? But about you and Changchun, I still think the bet between you and Changchun is a trap to lure you in. So I'll just crush the trap underfoot. Changchun isn't even strong enough for me to stomp. I know you're strong, but just like last time, an open attack is easy to deal with, but a sneak attack is hard to dodge. Stay alert out there. Keep yourself safe. Better safe than sorry? You do have a point. Caution never hurts. Since you like eating tree leaves, let me ask you, if there's a grove full of trees, and in it is a very pretty, really delicious-looking tree, would you eat the ordinary tree or the beautiful one first? If no one else is after it, I'd eat the regular ones first, for sure. Since rare things are more precious. That pretty tree will taste even better if it grows for a while more. I was a bit speechless. This calf's thought process really is something else. When a tree stands out in the forest, the wind will break it. But with you, that logic doesn't work at all. Now what if a bunch of people are after that pretty tree? Then I'll beat everyone else, just to claim that tree for myself. But what if they're just as strong as you? There's only one of me, while there are many of them. Then I'll hold back and not eat it. Changshan, what are you really trying to say? This Lingshu Wonderland is like a forest. We're all ordinary trees. But you're the best tree of all. Everyone wants you. Even Qingshuan Wonderland has noticed you. How could Shoyu Wonderland nearby just ignore that? Don't humans not eat trees? I'm speaking in metaphors for God's sake. Forget it, it's fine if you don't get it. Just prep as many escape plans as you can. Get as many as possible ready. Just in case. The whole thing just feels off. But this calf is still way too young. If you add everything up, Niu Wendao is only 4 or 5 years old. He really is just a little calf. If something does go wrong, get as far away as you can. Don't let anyone catch you. Trust no one lightly. You got that? Got it. Though I don't think it'll be that bad, I'll listen to what you say. Glad you can take it in. Alright, you should head back. Oh, I left you some leaves. They taste pretty good. I look at the willow leaves. Thanks, I guess. At least you remembered to leave me some leaves. Just how the hell is a tree like me supposed to eat leaves? Hope, Niu Wenda will be alright. I sigh softly. I sit and cross my legs and refine some key refining pills. Immersed myself in cultivation. The night passed. The next day, Zhongyang City was bustling with energy. The three sex tournament had already spread far and wide. Even the ordinary people all knew about it. The cultivators had gone early to grab prime spots. Regular folk who couldn't find spots just watched from the city walls, eager for the excitement. Members from the three sects entered the grounds one after another. The tournament is martial arts on the stage, while the alchemy and artifact forging competitions take a lot longer. It'll take more than a day to decide the winner. As for the martial arts, there are two stages. First is one-on-one combat. Third round is one against many. The remaining fighters can choose continuous battles against challengers, without taking breaks in between. None of the sect leaders came. Lingshu Wonderland is led by Grand Elder Bu Hengtong and his disciples. Qingshuan Wonderland is represented by a female elder, a beautiful Taoist nun, wearing a blue Taoist robe. Shu Wonderland sent an elderly elder, his hair white as snow, looking ancient and frail, but no one dared underestimate his aura. This tournament is only for mutual exchange, so all can improve together, so keep it friendly. No taking of lives allowed. Immortal Zheveng, how have you been lately? The sect master's cultivation has advanced. Everything is well. I heard the master of Shu Cave has made progress with the mirror flower water moon technique. I'll prepare a generous gift another day to offer my congratulations. The issue of Zhe Wangxian's limited lifespan must never be known to the outside sects. Otherwise, those factions will definitely start scheming. Alright. When the time comes, you must let fellow Daoist Jiyu try the Shuyu spiritual tea. Fellow Daoist Qingshuan, do you have any suggestions for this competition? Since it's been agreed upon, let's proceed with the matches planned. An exchange of Taoist techniques, without harming harmony. Then please check the pill and forging furnaces as well as the arena. For the venue arrangement this time, although the other two caves helped, most of the work was done by Lingshu Cave. The inspection is complete. There are no issues. Since there are no problems, let's draw lots for the pill and forging furnaces. Jiyu Hengtong produced the lot drawing tube and handed it to the two elders. The Shuyu Cave Elder is responsible for the pill drawing tube, and the Qingshuan Cave Elder is responsible for the forging drawing tube. As for the matches, no drawing of lots is needed. They're arranged by the sect or according to the disciples' wishes. To coordinate with the pill and forging furnace matches, there will be an alchemy battle in the morning and a foundation establishment match in the afternoon. Otherwise, if the magic duel ends quickly, no one knows how long the alchemy and smithing matches will take. Most cultivators come for the duels. They don't understand alchemy or smithing. No one's drawn swords yet, just making some moves. I watched for a bit, it was quite interesting. No bowls today. Once the matches were mentioned, I left and returned to the blacksmith shop to continue my cultivation. As for the demon orb match, it's just begun. Everyone brought out rare stones. It can't be finished anytime soon. Even with the unique flame from a foundation establishment level forging furnace, it's not something that can be done in a few days. The fastest would still take 2 months. After a whole day, everyone in the city was talking about the three-sect competition. All of them were talking about the magical duels. As for alchemy and forging, most people can't even tell apart herbs and materials. So there's nothing to discuss. The alchemy and smithing continued into the night. Since it started, they just can't leave the furnaces. They have to watch over them at all times. I just kept an eye on things. Nothing particularly noteworthy happened. So I focused on my cultivation. The next day, cultivators and commoners in the city were still full of excitement, heading out to see the spectacle. I kept myself busy at the blacksmith shop. In the blink of an eye, 4 days passed. Time went by. Ah, it's fellow Daoist King Yu. I've already relayed the message to Niu Wendao. He'll consider it. I'm not here today because of Niu Wendao. Have you noticed there are more demons in the city lately? Demons? I've been at the blacksmith shop the whole time. Haven't left. So I didn't notice. You ran into one? Last night my brother returned and saw a spider harming people at night. He drew his sword and took action, but was poisoned by demon venom. Fortunately, he had a detoxifying pill and removed the poison. But that spider demon was saved by another spider. The spider demon is really that bold. Now all 3 sects are here. How dare the spider demon enter the city? It's not just one. There are other demons as well. You came to find me. Surely you're not wanting my help to fight demons, are you? I'm just a key refining cultivator. I'm not skilled at slaying demons or fighting like that. My grandfather can't help due to the matches. I don't know anyone else, so I could only ask you for help. My brother was injured, and that spider demon will definitely seek revenge. What about disciples of your Kingshuan cave? There are only 2 of us, but it doesn't feel like enough. I really am not good at dueling. You do have 10 drops of Zhuanling liquid, don't you? I managed to scrape enough together. Alright, what do you need from me? Go hunt down the spider demon. We'll prepare the materials. You help set up the sword formation. That spider demon remembers my brother's aura, and will definitely come looking for him. When the time comes, we'll kill it with the formation. It's worth a try. But if things go south, I'll leave. If it doesn't work out, we won't fight to the death anyway. Everything is just about set. A little more work and the array can be set up. With these materials, it doesn't have to be me. I don't know any other forgers. These are materials my grandfather gave me. I haven't been in Kingshuan Cave long enough to make friends with other forgers. Alright, I'll set up the Lingshu sword formation then. After all these materials are placed, there should be a few left for the formation. Thanks, but how soon can you set it up? Let me finish up here first. It'll be ready by evening. Alright, I'll wait for you at Qingliu Yard. Liu Qingyu left. I worked on the materials and busied myself with array matters. Kept busy until the afternoon and finished preparing all the materials. Then I tunneled underground to Qingliu Yard. The old willow tree is still bald. Inside Qingliu Yard, Liu Xian looked pale, with ointment on his left arm and wrapped in white cloth. Liu Qingyu and 2 young men stood by Liu Xian's side. Thanks for your help, fellow Taoist. Where should the formation be set up? This formation can't cover the entire residence yet. So just set it up around this willow tree. We'll be cultivating in the yard. I nodded and started setting up the Lingshu sword formation, placing each array material into the ground, using spiritual power to outline the array's lines, filling it with the processed array materials. All 4 watched me set up the formation, feeling more at ease. Line after line of the formation crisscrossed. A fierce sword aura spread out, then instantly retracted. Half an hour later, the formation was finished. Completely hidden underground. You can't see any trace from the surface. No signs of anything unusual. I taught them how to operate the formation, so they can move freely inside it. Thanks, but you'll have to host the formation. After all, it's the Lingshu sword formation. We don't understand it? Alright, I'll hide inside the willow tree. Here's your promised Juanling liquid. I took the porcelain bottle, uncapped it, and felt a rich, pure spiritual energy, along with a unique, fresh scent. Just taking a single breath, I felt my spiritual power become lively, eager to burst forth. It's far above even a key gathering pill. Thank you. I used the wood escape technique and slipped inside the old willow tree. The willow tree sensed me too, and let me hide inside. Even guided spiritual energy to me, making it more comfortable. Thank you, fellow Taoist. This is Taoist Lu He, and this is my senior brother. Kang Shao and the others introduced themselves. Lu, he looks thin and sharp, with a sword on his back. Kang Shao is more like a scholar, holding not a sword, but a brush instead. I am Taoist Li Changsheng. Greetings to you both. Let's wait for the spider demon. The two nodded and said nothing more. Liu Qingyu and her brother meditated in silence. The courtyard quieted down. If it could make a sound, I cultivated inside the willow tree and guided the old willow in cultivation as well. With my guidance, the willow has truly entered the ranks of real spirits. It shouldn't be long before it can speak demon tongue. For now, the old willow tree can only vaguely convey its meaning. The idea it gets across is simple. Get that calf to stay away. Stop coming to chew its leaves. Chewing is fine, but it eats and pulls at the same time. Now it's completely bald. I've already warned him. He shouldn't come again. That calf is such a damn brat. If I was strong enough, I'd give him a couple of slaps. Calm down the old willow tree. Guide him in cultivation. Gradually enter the cultivation state.
Immerse in it.
Liu Qingyu and the other three also start cultivating, but they don't dare to get too absorbed. They keep some of their focus. Time passes. Midnight falls. Suddenly, a demon wind blows in. It carries a foul, fishy stench. Liu Qingyu and the other three quickly open their eyes. A trace of seriousness appears on their faces. The old willow tree suddenly begins to sway. Strands of transparent spider silk connect to the branches. Dozens of fist-sized spiders slide along the webs toward the willow. Many spiders also appear on the ground. They crawl in through the door cracks, swarming toward the four people. Kang Shao frowns. He waves the calligraphy brush in his hand. A golden light pierces the darkness, draws a prison on the ground. He uses spiritual power as ink. Sketches in the air. 4 golden lights fly around. They sink into the ground, forming a square, covering all 4 of them completely. As soon as the little spiders get close and touch the golden light, it's like a wall, blocking out all the spiders. Lu He forms his fingers into a sword. 1,000 waves of sword ki split apart, annihilating the little spiders. Liu Qingyu and Liu Shan also join in. Instantly, sword lights fill the sky. The dark night is as bright as day. Countless little spiders are wiped out in an instant. I look at the bodies of the dead spiders. They're all flesh for nourishment. They're at the first or second level of ki refining. The big spider must be outside. Brother Liu, that big spider is after you. Say something and try it. See if you can anger the old spider. It's best to lure him into the yard. Grandpa Spider Demon is here. Dare to come in? Poisonous. There is righteous energy between heaven and earth, chaotically shaping all forms. Kingshuan Cave Heaven. Why did Lord Kangzhao harm others? Aren't you afraid of being slain by us Xuanmen experts? Your Xuanmen experts injured me. You shall pay the price. If you compensate with 100 drops of Xuan spirit elixir, maybe I'll let this go. You've got some guts. A ki refining demon dares to collect debts from Kingshuan Cave Heaven. Righteousness destroys evil. Is this all that Kingshuan Cave Heaven disciples can do? The four of us joined forces. More than enough for your two demons. Let's see how much spiritual power you have. Watch out. That's all Chun 19 has these useless things. Still wants to test us. Kingshuan Cave Heaven is a sect after all. Their disciples must have some skills. Testing is done. Only the one with the brush has some skill. Kill. White Ape Brothers. Are you under the moon watching Demon King? Since you've recognized us, then just accept your fate. Attention! I love you. They tricked us. It's all your fault, you idiot, for ruining things. If it wasn't for you, how would we have rushed in so recklessly? Stop talking. It's just a sword formation. Let's just deal with them. We'll block them. White Ape Brothers. Hang in there. Brother, can you still fight? I can. Then I'll handle the two spiders, and you block the civet cat. As long as we drag this out, the sword users can wear them down. Understood. If not for the formation, these 5 demons could easily escape. But they're trapped by the formation. Sword light is everywhere. It's hard for them to retreat now. At this rate, the 4 of them will get more and more exhausted. Let's help them out, just in time to test out my new illusion array. I could crush these monsters easily. I could kill them all with the illusion array. There shouldn't be any problem. You really underestimate me. You actually lost focus. Go help doused King Yu. Now Lucian understands. It was me secretly helping him. He quickly draws the red flame sword, charges at the 2 spiders. Inside the old willow tree, I push the Lingshu Profound Art to its limit. Activate the array switch. With the formation changed, all 4 monsters are affected at once. Liu Qingyu, who was struggling 2-on-1, feels much less pressure. Chun 19, the 2 spider demons lose their sense of direction. Every attack misses. Even Liu Qingyu's defense against the sword formation slows down. The 2 white apes are also affected. Not good, there's an illusion array. In terms of strength and experience, the White Ape Brothers are above the Spider Demons and Civet Cat. They notice it the first moment. Despicable humans. The White Ape Brothers are furious. Their muscles bulge all over. A terrifying aura bursts forth. Lu He's expression changed slightly. He quickly retreated. Tonga Zhao started drawing with a calligraphy brush, using the ground prison technique. He trapped the 2 white clouds. Crack. Unfortunately, his ground prison couldn't hold back these two white clouds. Without a sound, several flashes of sword light arrived instantly. Ah! It's fake. It's Taoist Changsheng. Disappeared. No, everything we're seeing now is fake. Don't talk, cut down the remaining white apes. Brother. Ah. Are you out of your mind? Why are you attacking us? Such an illusion. If I didn't know about people from Changsheng Dao, from Lingshu Cave Heaven, I would have thought it was mere flower water moon from Shuyu Cave Heaven. Looking at the four fallen white apes, I felt a chill in my heart. This illusion technique is truly silent and invisible. When it comes to killing, let's be honest, they couldn't withstand it either. This kind of killing method. But it's not lasting enough. Only made a few moves, and I've almost used up my spiritual power. Speak. Why are you in Zhongyan City? Despicable Qingshuan Cave Heaven. Our king will avenge us. Still got some backbone. Let's take off their spider legs first. Leave it to me. I was a little spider punished in the Hall of Penalties, you know? You guys better brace yourselves. The king sent us here to draw the attention of the three sects, so he could meet a friend. The four exchanged glances. There's a friend of Wang Yu Demon King in Zhongyang City. Who's Wang Yu Demon King's friend? We don't know who the king's friend is. That's not something us little demons could ever meet. Taoist, spare our lives. Besides you, how many other monsters came here? The king sent all his little demons here. He told us to do as we please, eat whoever we want. That Wang Yu Demon King is crazy. Wang Yu Demon King is at peak foundation establishment. His power is indeed formidable, but he's far from a match for the three sects. Where did he get the guts to go against the three sects? Convey this news to grandfather. This is a major issue. We should definitely inform the stewards. Now that things are settled here, I should head back. Thank you, my friend. Please pass along to Wen Yu of Lingshu Cave Heaven. News of the Demon King matter will reach them. I wonder if I could take 2 of these monster corpses. You killed all 3 of these monsters. Take them with you. Thanks a lot. As for the little spider on the ground, I'll pass on that one. Might as well save some for old willow tree. Let it replenish its nutrients. No rush to head back to the smithy. I started devouring the 3 monster corpses underground instead. If Wang Yu Demon King can sense the aura of his little demons and finds the smithy, I'd be doomed. The 3 corpses shriveled up quickly. Their blood and flesh essence was drained and stored inside me. A monster's body contains much stronger essence than a human's. The amount of essence I could sense was far beyond any human cultivator. Especially the White Cloud brothers, their essence was incredibly rich. One was worth as much as 1.5 big tanukis. As for Lu Chengshu, he was a long way off. Back at the smithy, I focused on digesting the blood and nutrients. As for Wang Yu Demon King's business, I'll deal with it tomorrow. Streams of blood essence turned into pure nutrients. tempering my body. The blood veins on my branches became even clearer, making the longevity tree look more and more monstrous. One night of tempering, my physique had improved a lot again. I took out another drop of Shoaling liquid and absorbed it to cultivate. The pure spirit liquid dissolved. It was not a pill, but pure spiritual energy, with the aura of plants and trees. This was spirit energy refined from plants and trees. The pure spiritual energy easily converted into spiritual power, and a single drop of Zhuanling liquid was almost equal to 2 high-grade artifact refining pills. After completely refining the Zhuanling liquid, feeling the progress of spiritual power in my body, no wonder Senior Brother always mentioned Zhuanling liquid. It really is outstanding. I just wonder if there is foundation-level quality. Zhuanling liquid for a key refining stage is of no use at all to someone with a foundation establishment constitution. Absolutely useless. I looked at the sky. It was already dawn. I walked out of the smithy and found many cultivators in Zhongyang City had gotten up early, heading out of the city. On the way, some cultivators were discussing monsters, and many had actually found out that Wen Yu, the Demon King, was coming to see a friend. This news spread way too fast. No need for me to pass it on. Are all these monster bones this soft? Arriving outside the city, the 3 elders were already gone. A group of cultivators informed about the monsters. Got it. The elders have already gone to investigate. I didn't go over. Since everyone already knew, it's unnecessary for me to report. Just as I was about to leave, I saw Niu Wendao and a few other disciples from Lingshu Cave Heaven. Behind them, there were more Lingshu cultivators. The leader was quite handsome, with his chin raised slightly, a trace of arrogance between his brows. But Niu Wendao didn't look too comfortable. I glanced over and then looked away. This was Senior Brother Changchun, the one who got beaten up by Little Calf. People from Shuyu Cave Heaven have arrived. I had even crafted an artifact for their young leader before. I don't know anyone from Mo Zhuangming Kingshuan Cave Heaven, nor did I see Liu Qingyu. They didn't stay long, to avoid being chased by the Little Calf. What a mess. Better leave quickly. Looking back from a distance, a group of disciples had gathered around Niu Wendao. Each of them was smiling obsequiously, as if he was the center of their universe. The Little Calf is too young, never turning anyone away, and already sees himself as the senior brother. Just hasn't changed how he addresses himself yet. I shook my head and went back to the smithy to continue digesting nutrients and Zhuanling liquid. This time, I closed the smithy's doors, ready for solitary cultivation. Sat down cross-legged, took Zhuanling liquid to cultivate qi. Can't afford to get involved with outside troubles. As for going out and killing monsters, forget it. If I run into Wang Yu Demon King meeting his friend, wouldn't I just become a longevity pill served up on a platter? And my combat endurance is short-lived. If I encounter a few more demons, I'll just be an easy target. I refined a drop of Mystic Spirit liquid, pushing the Lingshu Profound technique to its limit. The spiritual power within my danshan rapidly advanced. I was completely immersed in my cultivation. When night fell, some blind little demons broke in. I won't be polite with nourishment delivered right to my door. After turning the little demons into fertilizer, I vanished and hid deep underground. Once I was sure no other demons were coming for me, I returned to the blacksmith shop to continue my cultivation. More and more demon cultivators are coming to Zhongyang City. The city lord's mansion and the 3 major families had to unite. They arranged for personnel to patrol at night. But even so, many little demons still managed to break into the houses. I also gained several more demon cultivator corpses as fertilizer. 3 days passed in the blink of an eye. My physique has become stronger. There is still plenty of flesh and blood nourishment. I continue tempering my body, without ending my seclusion. The number of demons coming at night has also increased. If I can beat them, they become fertilizer. If I can't, I just escape underground. I didn't dare go too far, because there were more patrol teams outside. Disciples from the 3 sects have all come out to slay demons. Occasionally, I could even pick up a few demon corpses. Until the night of the sixth day, a world-shaking boom startled me from my cultivation. It also woke up the entire Zhongyang city. Foundation Establishment Demons. Fellow Daoist Changsheng, are you inside? Fellow Daoist visiting so late at night. Is something the matter? There are more and more demons lately. Tonight, the moon-watching Demon King appeared. I want to invite you to the Green Willow Court to activate the formation and defend against the demons together. The moon-watching Demon King has appeared?
Yes.
Just now, there was a toad draped in moonlight in the sky. That was the moon-watching Demon King's true form. The Demon King's true form is a moon-watching toad, which cultivates by absorbing the essence of the moon. All right, then I will go with you to the Green Willow Court. I pondered for a moment, then took Liu Qingyu and escaped back through the ground. Arriving in the courtyard, it was still Kong Zhao Lu and Liu Shan. Old man Liu Sheng was nowhere to be seen. The Foundation Establishment demons under the moon-watching Demon King have also entered the city. My grandfather has also gone out to resist those Foundation Establishment demons. I hope that next, no more demons will come here. I sat cross-legged with them under the old willow tree. The night gradually deepened. From time to time, the roars of demons came from outside. One by one, demonic creatures rushed toward the buildings. Some even rushed toward the Green Willow Court. I merged into the old willow tree again, activated the formation, and fended off the demonic creatures. Fortunately, these monsters were only at the 6th or 7th level of key refining. None at the 9th level appeared. Cooperating with the formation, these demons could only leave behind a ground full of corpses. The pungent smell of demon blood wafted through the dark night. The corpses of demons littered the ground. The golden sword light dimmed several times. Fortunately, Kong Zhao gave me key recovery pills to restore my spiritual power, allowing me to hold on. There were spiders and snakes, as well as scorpion and centipede spirits. All were venomous creatures. Luckily, they were all just minor demons, and they didn't break through the defense. Late at night, a wolf howl echoed, and all the attacking demons turned around and left. The demons retreated like an ebbing tide. The 4 people collapsed on the ground in exhaustion. I also came out of the old willow tree, leaning against it. Are these demons trying to lay siege to the city? No, if they were besieging the city, the moon-watching Demon King wouldn't have left. The moon-watching Demon King left voluntarily, meaning he didn't want to cause too much destruction. But why did they do this then? Spending so much effort and sacrificing so many little demons. Could they just be here to join the fun? We'll know tomorrow. The others said no more, sat down cross-legged, and began to recover their spiritual power. Once their spiritual power was restored, the group went out to take a look. A patrol team from the city lord's mansion arrived and told them to go back and rest. The group was indeed exhausted, so they had to return to the courtyard to sleep. When I woke up, it was already noon the next day. Liu Qing had already returned, but his condition was very bad. He was missing his left arm. Liu Qingyu and Liu Shan's eyes were red and swollen. They had clearly been crying. It's just that you were fighting a demon snake last night and accidentally got poisoned. You could only sever your arm to save your life. Has that moon-watching Demon King gone mad? Isn't he afraid of our retaliation later? Who knows what madness that moon-watching toad is up to? But the moon-watching Demon King is indeed powerful, fighting alone against 3 elders and still walking away calmly. Jiu Hangtong from the Lingshu Grotto Heaven was heavily injured, and the other 2 elders' injuries aren't light either. Is the moon-watching Demon King that powerful? Incredibly powerful? It's estimated that he is about to step into the Golden Core stage tonight. Logically, he should be in seclusion to achieve the Golden Core now. What was the point of coming out to fight this time? I returned to the blacksmith shop. There were traces of poisonous insects crawling everywhere. No major damage was caused. I absorbed the flesh and blood nourishment again, stored it up, and then went out. I wanted to hear what happened to the cultivators in the key refining stage, besides those in the foundation establishment stage. Everywhere in the city, people were discussing last night's events, recounting how dangerous it was, how brave they were, and how many demons they had killed. Some even took out demon furs and skins to prove their bravery from the night before. There were so many demons last night. You could find corpses even by just scavenging. Just as I was about to leave, a conversation nearby caught my attention. I heard Changchun was injured by a demon last night. The competition between the three sects will be postponed for a few days. It's not just Changchun. The Shiyu Grotto Heaven and Qingshuan Grotto Heaven have also closed their doors. Presumably, they are all injured. Last night, Niu Wendao went on a rampage, killing his way out of his own courtyard. I took a look from a distance. He was truly fierce. That iron staff was almost deformed from all the killing. It's still Niu Wendao who is the toughest. Everyone else got injured, but he's the only one who didn't. Isn't that the truth? I heard Niu Wendao use quite a few foundation establishment techniques, and even injured a foundation establishment demon. Foundation establishment? There were foundation establishment demons at the three sects last night. Wait a minute. Could the moon-watching demon king be coming for that bull kid Niu? But if he's coming for Niu Wendao, it should have been a secret operation. How could he come to visit a friend like this? Forget it, I can't figure it out, so I won't think about it. I sat cross-legged to cultivate, continuing to temper my body. The nourishment sent to me by the demons during the siege is enough for my physique to take another step forward. While I was in seclusion, Zhongyang City gradually returned to stability. Having gone through this battle, many cultivators became wealthy, especially the three major families, who collected a large number of demon corpses. These demons can be used for medicine and alchemy, or crafted into magical tools. They are quite good cultivation resources. It was only hard for those rogue cultivators. With no background and few means, they became food for the demons. The competition between the three sects was not interrupted by this. After 3 days of recuperation, Changchun and the others resumed the competition. The cultivators in the city watched as before. The arrival of the demons didn't seem to affect them. Niu Wendao remained dominant. Since this young bull beat Changchun, he completely forgot the meaning of being low profile. Of course, the main reason was his master. Changchun lost without a fight, claiming he didn't want to ruin the harmony between fellow disciples, and willingly admitted defeat. Everyone knew Changchun was no match for him, saying that was just to save face. Niu Wendao overwhelms Qingshuan Cave Heaven. Continuous battles, defeating a sect, with no rest. He fights Shuju Cave Heaven again. His disciples remained dominant. It was a total rout. No one at the same level could last even one move against him. Until he met Mo Zhuanming. Mo Zhuanming's illusions were superb. A flute magical tool. 3 sects united to empower him. It shocked everyone. Niu Calf almost couldn't see through it. In the end, he had to use his strong spiritual power to forcibly break the illusion. He injured Mo Zhuanming because he couldn't pull back in time. But what nobody expected was, Mo Zhuanming was poisoned. On Niu Wendao's iron staff, there was actually Moonwatch Demon King's unique poison. For a moment, everyone believed. The Moonwatch Demon King had come earlier looking for Niu Wendao. Elder Jiu Hengtong wanted to suppress him on the spot. Unexpectedly, Niu Wendao was already prepared. He escaped by burrowing into the ground. His whereabouts are unknown. Fellow Taoist King Yu, is there another demon? Niu Wendao is in trouble. Now the whole city is looking for him. I'm here to ask you, did he come to see you? You said he was in trouble. What happened? His magical tool has Moonwatch Demon King's unique poison. He injured Mo Zhuanming in the arena. After Elder Jiu Hengtong intervened, he escaped underground. The Moonwatch Demon King's poison injured Mo Zhuanming. I'm kind of stunned. That's a lot to take in. I can't digest all this at once. How did Niu Calf get tangled up with the Moonwatch Demon King? I organized my thoughts. Summary. Niu Wendao used the Moonwatch Demon King's poison to harm Mo Zhuanming. I've never heard of any connection between Niu Wendao and the Moonwatch Demon King. There must be something else going on. We need to find Niu Wendao first to know the details. King Xuan Cave Heaven is willing to give Niu Wendao a chance to explain himself. King Xuan Cave Heaven can. Lingshu Cave Heaven. But Shuzhou Cave Heaven probably won't allow him to clear his name. Maybe I figured it out. Figured out what? This 3-sect competition. Changchun took the initiative to propose that the winner becomes the senior brother. Niu Wendao has been in constant conflict with Changchun. Changchun's initiative was suspicious in itself. Niu Wendao is still young after all. Simple-minded. Even if he knew it was a trap.
He still wanted to give it a try.
Changchun, huh? Could it be he colluded with the Moonwatch Demon King to frame him? I don't know the details. Please keep it a secret if you meet with Niu Wendao. I hope you can keep it confidential. I understand. If Niu Wendao comes to you, you have to contact me. King Xuan Cave Heaven bears no ill will. If there's a chance, I'll pass it on. If Shangchun really colluded with the Moonwatch Demon King, then Niu Wendao is truly in deep trouble. Niu Wendao is from the Demon Clan after all. And the Moonwatch King just caused a huge stir. Everyone's still angry. Wang Chan will definitely seize this opportunity to spread rumors, so that the 3 sects in Zhongyang City will never accept Niu Wendao again. It's just as well he's gone. Better not come back. The human world isn't fit for that Niu Calf. Even if he's gifted enough, he's far too naive. Senior brother. Sigh. Niu Wendao got into trouble. Don't know if you've heard. I heard. You sure are calm. Aren't you afraid they'll investigate you? Ever since I went to the Key Meridian, I haven't seen him again. Even if they're coming for me, they should at least come up with a decent excuse. Be that as it may. But to find Niu Wendao, they'll try anything. Niu Wendao is just too talented. If left outside, if he ever becomes powerful, he'll definitely seek revenge on Lingshu Cave Heaven. You'd better not go back to the Key Meridian for now. This is the 5 elements tunneling technique. Order of Foundation Establishment. Low-grade magic tool. With this, even early Foundation Establishment cultivators can't keep you. Thank you, Senior Brother. Senior Brother's kindness. I'll always remember it. Alright, I'm off now. If things stay calm and you don't get implicated, I'll come get you back to the Key Meridian. Here's some large coins for your living expenses. If Foundation Establishment really gives you a hard time, just leave. The farther, the better. Understood, Changsheng. That troublemaker is gone. I'm lost in thought. There really is no reason for them to come after me. After all, since I joined the Key Meridian, I haven't contacted Niu Wendao openly. Only Liu Qingyu and 2 others know. Unless someone is targeting me on purpose. First, escape to the underground then. Cultivate underground. If anything happens, I'll leave immediately. I take the 5 elements tunneling order and begin closed-door training underground. Next day, I discover my blacksmith shop is being watched. Luckily, they're only key refining cultivators. They can't detect me yet. They searched my blacksmith shop several times. Didn't find me and left. Figured I ran off. I ignored them. Stayed underground to cultivate calmly. People came again the next day. Even at night, someone was secretly watching. And I actually know this guy Han Juyuan. Indeed, if no one was targeting me, they'd never suspect me. My connection with Niu Wendao was years ago already. I still have plenty of flesh nourishment left. Let me finish absorbing it first. Time passes in cultivation. Half a month goes by in the blink of an eye. Time passed. My body reached a limit. There's a little flesh nourishment left. I glance at the person hidden nearby. Han Ju-yun is really patient. He's been here every night for half a month, still watching this place. That means they still haven't caught Niu Wendao. I think for a moment. I silently approach Han Ju-yun. Start the array switch. Senior brother Changchun, why are you here? No news yet. Maybe Li Changsheng already left. Isn't here anymore? Senior brother, we don't even know where to look anyway. I feel like Li Changsheng really might be connected with Niu Wendao. Give me a bit more time. No one saw him leave the blacksmith shop. I don't believe he just vanished into thin air. There are plenty of ways to leave. What's the use of waiting here all the time? Moonwatch is pushing harder and harder. Moonwatch. What Moonwatch? Nothing, just come with me. Why are you here, senior brother? Of course, I'm here to send you off. Han Ju-yun looked at me in disbelief. He couldn't figure it out, even in death. Why would senior brother Changchun kill him? I skillfully devour the essence of flesh and blood and loot his storage bag.
This guy's actually pretty rich.
He even has 8 bottles of high-grade qi refining pills. 5 bottles of high-grade replenishing qi pills. Is it Han Ju-yun? Unreachable. Or Changchun? Has no connection with Moonwatch at all. Fellow Daoist Changsheng, have you heard from Niu? My blacksmith shop is watched every day. Even if Niu Wendao wanted to contact me, he wouldn't dare show up. Are you asking us to help distract them? Yes, you also need to show some sincerity. For example, Niu Wendao is clearly being hunted right now. And you have no news about him. Niu Wendao has shown up several times. Now the moon-watching Demon King from Lingshu Grotto Heaven and Shuyu Grotto Heaven are both hunting him down. Lingshu Grotto Heaven always manages to find him ahead of time. They must have planted some tracking method on him. But don't worry. We've already spread the word. I'm sure Niu Wendao will notice something's wrong and set up his own countermeasures. If they know Niu Wendao's whereabouts, why are they still keeping an eye on me? Isn't that a waste of effort? Since they haven't caught Niu Wendao, they are naturally watching everyone he's been in contact with. You're already considered lucky. From what we know, Elder Bai Yuquan can't even leave the sect now. All because of Niu Wendao. These people are really going all out. According to our investigation, the moon-watching demon lord is after Niu Wendao. Niu Wendao, that ancient demon, to monsters like them, is an incredible tonic. If they could devour him, the moon-watching demon king might be able to ascend straight to golden elixir realm. Niu Wendao really is a treasure. Of course he's a treasure. If you cultivate him, he'll definitely become a great master in the future. By the way, what plan do you have to lure them away? We'll naturally have someone disguise themselves as you to attract them. That's actually a good idea. You didn't do this before. Since you didn't agree. Of course we wouldn't. If you show up suddenly, the fake will be exposed. If Niu Wendao really comes looking for you, he might run into our people. Let's go with that then. I'll head back to the blacksmith shop first. Niu Wendao has a special connection with me, but not with anyone else. If someone tries to impersonate me, I might fool others, but I couldn't fool Niu Wendao. Back at the blacksmith shop, I continued training in seclusion underground. With the resources provided by Han Ju-yun, I can focus on my cultivation for a while. Liu Qingyu and Kong Zhao also arranged for people to impersonate me. So I found a blacksmith shop in the city and started forging iron. The next day, just as expected, no one paid attention to my shop. The blacksmith shop was no longer being watched. I finally breathed a sigh of relief. Now I could cultivate in peace. I also went to the fake location for a look. There really were a few people, but they didn't question the fake. I just kept an eye on them and understood. Niu Wendao is still out there warning everyone involved. Just to be on the safe side. I have to admit, Qingquan Grotto Heaven's disguise techniques are really impressive. None of those watchers spotted the trick. I quickly refined the essence of blood and flesh, completely immersing myself in cultivation. In the blink of an eye, another month passed. I've reached the peak of the 8th level of key cultivation and broken through my body training limit. Another step forward. Even low-grade foundation establishment artifacts can't cut me. All my pills and flesh essence have been used up. That night, I burrowed underground to ask Liu Qingyu about Niu Wendao's situation. A few days ago, Niu Wendao returned to Lingshu Cave, hoping to find his brothers. He encountered a mishap. Our people secretly helped him out, gave him a hand. We don't know where Niu Wendao has escaped to now. We're not sure either. We only know he's somewhere near Zhongying City. After hearing all this, I didn't say much more and went back to the blacksmith shop to continue training. If something really does happen to Niu Wendao, I probably won't be under surveillance anymore. But I don't want anything to happen to him either. But right now, there's nothing I can do. Maybe if I tough it out for a few hundred years, I'll dig up Moonwatching Demon King's grave someday and finally avenge that stubborn ox. No more overthinking. Activating the Lingshu mystic art, I continued training. Next is the 9th level of key cultivation. Time flies. 3 more days went by. That night, I was cultivating underground.
Hey, Changshan.
You're not here anymore.